Hey, it's Charles Alvarez. Thank you so much for signing up for the upcoming webinar. I think it's going to be the best webinar that you're ever going to be a part of in this next year. And here's why. So the whole reason why I'm even doing this is because I found myself in my business doing all the things that I thought that I wouldn't have to do. I got into business because I wanted to create financial independence for my family and be able to spend my time with the people that I love when I wanted to. And I really wanted to build something that could outlast me, that is bigger than myself. And really what I found myself in the first couple of years is this entity that was supposed to free me instead was enslaving me. I was working really long hours. My relationships, especially with my family, got strained. And I thought, you know what, there's got to be a better way of doing this. So what we started doing is creating this program called Freedom-Based Leadership. And what we found is when we started working with our clients and we started to get their team to work better for them, when we saw that we were able to free up their time, and when we were able to put processes and systems around them that allows them to become free and create a true asset that makes money for them even when they're not there, I said, you know what, I think we're onto something here. You know, it was really funny. I was, a couple of years ago when I really first started my business, I had these 4 proposals outstanding. And when I first got into this business, I thought, you know, what business owner would not want to increase sales 30% or, 20%, 30% over a 12-month basis, guaranteed. In other words, if we don't get you there, we'll give you your money back. And so there was these 4 proposals that I had outstanding. And all of them said absolutely not. And it puzzled me. So I went to talk to my board of directors and I said, I don't understand this. We've got these 4 proposals from business owners and they're not taking this up on the offer. And they gave me the most simplest and most brilliant idea ever. They said, hey, why don't you go to those 4 and ask them why they didn't buy? That's a pretty good thing to find out. So I went to each of them, and it's interesting to me what they all said. They said, Charles, you don't understand. The issue that we have is, yes, I'm confident that you and your team can increase sales. But what that means for me is I'm working 60-hour weeks already. So if you increase my sales 20 or 30% in the next 6 to 12 months, that means I have to work 80 to 90 hours a week. So what we found is we asked them at that time, we said, well, if we could find a way to increase your sales 20 to 30% over a 6 to 12 month basis without you having to work 40 hours a week, would that be of interest to you? And they said, absolutely, when can you start? And so that's how our business really got started. Before then, we were just basically doing sales consulting, sales training, leadership training. And now what we truly do is deliver freedom to business owners, because at the end of the day, if my activity, when I was in my business and 95% of the business was me, I was the rainmaker, I was the coach, I was a consultant, I was a deliverer, I was actually creating a significant amount of risk for my family and for my team. Because if I got hit by a truck or if I got sick, what would happen to the business? Would it shut down? Well, I kind of came to the harsh reality that, yeah, it would. So what I decided to do is truly create a business that can run on a daily basis without me having to be there. Robert Kiyosaki, which I love his quote, he said, the true definition of a business is an asset that puts money in your pocket while you're not there. In other words, he says the true, litmus test of a business is where you can leave the business for 30 days and come back and find it equal to or better than when you left it. So when we have our webinar, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 5 critical things that you have to ensure that you truly are creating a business that works for you and really frees you and gives you the freedom that true business ownership has to offer. We're going to cover those 5 steps and how to implement them. So you're on the right path, you're exactly where you need to be, because at the end of the day, we truly believe that a business will grow and a business will thrive, and the freedom that you've been seeking will truly occur once we free up your time of all the day-to-day minutia and all the firefighting that happens on a consistent and a daily basis, which typically are not the type of things we want to spend time on. So we look forward to seeing you on our upcoming webinar. Stay tuned for another educational video here in a couple of days.